Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this figure showcase we're going to be having a look at the 1988 Autobot Househead. He was one of 3 junior headmasters released at the time, and they had the same gimmick as the larger headmasters, except that the figure itself was much smaller, which I'll show you in a second. What we're going to do today is just have a quick look at the figure in both modes, and I'm going to show you a few things to be aware of if you have to one yourself, and we'll have a quick look at the packaging as well. So, as I mentioned, Househead, here he is right in front of us. He is a junior headmaster, and as I say, his head is much smaller than the standard headmasters that came out them couple of years before. And he was so small that, as I say, the seat, which you can see on the top, doubled up as a helmet. And you'll see what I mean by seat if I go over to there, where you can see his headmaster partner, Lug, sitting in there. You can also see as well that he's much smaller, and as I say, he doesn't have the same articulation that the other headmasters had. But what I'll do is I'll take him out in a second and show you exactly that. Right, there is the figure then. So very blocky, big fire engine, not much articulation at all. The legs just fold out. You've got movements at the shoulders, and that's literally, unfortunately, about it. The alt mode's pretty cool though. As I say, it's a fire engine. Not really knowing which one, as I say, but it is obviously supposed to be a fire engine. It's not an exact replica of anything that we've seen built recently or to date. So I'm going to just pop the ladder down. What we need to be aware of then, if you have to one yourself, is the little guns that attach on the head. Sometimes they're missing, or if they're not missing, then they're broken. There's a little tab, there we are, you can see just at the top. Make sure that they've got them. If they don't have that, they won't fit into the side of the helmet at all. The ladder does fully extend out, as you can see, so make sure that that's intact and not damaged. Whilst I'm here at the same time, I'll just pull the little driver out. There, see, there he is, there's Lug, and as you can see, there is no movement at all in his arms, whereas on the other headmasters you could. And unfortunately, because he's a junior headmaster, he's much smaller. When he's turned around, you can clearly see straight away that that's his face, so there's no tab to fold down either, like there was on the larger headmasters. As I mentioned, and you can see it there in plain sight, that the helmet doubles up as his seat, and you've just seen you can sit him in there, or you can actually sit him inside the cab as well. So that's the things, as I say, to be aware of. You obviously need the head for display purposes, but also be aware of the tabs on the guns. Whilst we're here then, we'll have a quick look at the box. I'll slide these out the way. I'll put him down just in case he falls over. And here we go then, so 1988, we've got the Power Masters and the Pretenders battle scene there. This figure was released in Japan at the same time, because this is also known as the Super God Master Force piece of artwork, and he was just known as Cab. There was no real differences in the figure at all. This is just, as I say, the Hasbro version. I haven't managed to get hold of the Japanese one yet. But one thing just to be aware of, obviously if you look at the packaging, you can just see that they've done the ladder and some of the artwork. It's not grey, it's all white. So whether that was the way it was intended to be, I don't know. But as I say, even the Japanese version, he's exactly the same. There's no differences whatsoever. So as requested by Eastman 777, there is one of the junior headmasters for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care and subscribe for more.